This is my John Deere 13-tooth drag harrow and cultivator. To make it a cultivator, you just take out the center tines and then it becomes a little cultivator. I restored this a few years ago and I've been keeping it covered up here for the last few years. And I'm kind of getting sick of these disintegrating tarps. They just keep disintegrating and blowing away, and I'm getting sick of dealing with it. So I'm just going to move this thing inside so that way I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm just going to disassemble it, and all I'm going to do is remove this front bolt right here so I can remove that, and then just take off these tine racks here. And then I'm just going to keep it into 3 pieces so that way it's mostly complete. I'm not going to take the tines off it again. Some of the tines are original. Every other tine's original, actually, is the way I put it. My neighbor gave me these off of a John Deere drag harrow. And this tooth's original. The way you can tell the originals from the replacements are, the originals don't have this curly thing in the front because they're different teeth, obviously. But these will work for what I'm doing with it. They're both the drag harrow teeth, so they'll work. I replaced all the bolts on this thing, on all the clamps. I hand stenciled John Deere into the back of it. This just attaches right below the tractor's drawbar. And somewhere on here there's supposed to be a mechanism to help lift this thing up when you pull the lever all the way back, but of course I'm missing that. So I'm just taking this off. I'm going to slide that bolt right there through, and I'm going to take this thing apart right here and bring it down where I'm going to keep it. I've already moved my plow down there, and I will show that next. Well, here's my John Deere plow. It goes to the Model L. I just brought it down here. This is where I'm going to keep it. It's got a roof over it, so that way it will stay dry. Well, mostly dry because the sides are just lattice, but good enough. And I put pallets down so it's not sitting on the ground. I just put the coulter wheel on it. This is the sway bar right here. This attaches to the back of the Model L, and it stops the plow from traveling side to side. This chain here attaches to a lever, and this is what lifts it up and down. And I just put this on. I'm not sure who made the coulter wheel itself. I just found it. I was looking around in my grandma's junk pile full of farm equipment stuff, and I found this. I was hoping to find one, and it's the right size. I kind of had to cob it up a little bit to make it fit in the original John Deere bracket here, but I did it, and it'll work. It'll work. I still have to cut this nut right here off, because this nut in the clamp, I can't get it to loosen. I only have the one nut tight right now, so that metal bar right there, you see that it's rusty color, it's still a bit loose. Everything else in this plow is original though. I bought this coulter wheel bracket off of eBay because I was missing one. I only had the clamp to one. But I have used the plow. You can kind of see the evidence that I've used it. This is off of a standard Model L. My Model L sits up a little higher. It's the high clearance version of the Model L. So I need to get different front mount brackets. Where that mounts up in the very front of the tractor, that mounts between the front wheels. Where these 2 bolts are right here, there's a metal bracket that goes between the front wheels of the tractor. And that bracket sits up too high. And thus, it gets the point of that plow right there up in the air too much, so it doesn't angle down into the ground like I need it to. It worked a little bit. Not very good though. If I get that fixed, it'll work fine. It's only a 12-inch moldboard plow here, so. And there it says John Deere. This actually spins better than this wheel here does. Huh, cool. Yeah, it needs new bearings or something. It's pretty bad. This doesn't have any roller bearings. This is just a sleeve bearing, but it cleaned up nice. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but I don't care. Good enough. I'll paint it up eventually to match my plow frame here. This is just Tractor Supply. I got the paint Tractor Supply. It's Valspar Restoration Series Classic John Deere Green. It's a great paint, and I liked working with it. Really high quality paint. So I'm going to bring the cultivator down here, and I'm going to put it down here. So I'm just getting sick of tarps blowing off and stuff. Oh, and that's a 44-inch deck off of the Case parts tractor we had, the 446 parts tractor. It's got only one bearing that's not seized. The center pulley here is the only bearing on this deck not seized solid. The other two blade spindles are seized right tight. But these decks, they're solid decks. It is not rotted through anywhere, even though it's probably been sitting outside for I don't know how many years before I put it down here. It's a solid deck. It could be fixed up, so that's why I saved it instead of junking it. I've still got most of the parts took off of it, scattered around, but I have them. So this deck, if I get new spindle bearings for it, it would actually be usable again.